welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Ashley. I'm finally back with another Timeless Tarot Pick a Card reading. It seriously feels like it's been so long. I'm really sorry. I had finals in school, and so I just kind of had like a lot of stuff going on, a lot of projects I had to finish up, but I'm done now and I'm free for the summer. So I hope to be spending a lot more time on this channel. I'd love to do some requests. If you guys have any requests for future videos, please let me know. Just leave a comment and I will get right to it. But today we're going to be looking at where the connection on your mind is headed, okay? And in part one of your timestamp, we'll be looking at the connection, okay, between you and this person and just kind of what's going on, what type of connection it is. So that's a good way to confirm that you're in the right pile, because I will say all three of these are definitely different types of connections, okay? Different situations. So if you listen to part one, you're like, oh, no, that's definitely not who I'm asking about. That's not my connection. Then I would just check one of the other two piles. And if you don't have a reading here, then don't worry, because I'll be uploading some more videos ASAP. And there are plenty to look through on the channel if you haven't looked through all of those yet. What else do I need to say? I don't know. I think just basically thank you for being here. Thank you for anyone who has subscribed to the channel. It's so exciting to have this many people here. I love you guys so much. Thanks for your support. Like, all of your feedback has been so helpful to me, because that's kind of why I started this channel to begin with, is to practice, you know, as a reader, to get some practice reading for other people. So it's done exactly that, and I appreciate all of you for sharing any of your backstory, just your feedback, your support. Like, it's been awesome, okay? So thank you so much for that. I think that we are ready to just jump right in here. So we've got group one over here with the moth and the white howlite, group two with the fish and the Amazonite heart, group three with the golden egg and the amethyst point, okay? So if you want to take some more time and pause the video, that's totally fine. You might want to do that now. Otherwise, I'll be seeing you at your reading. You can, again, get your timestamp below in the description box. I've also put a link to a song for each one. And then one of these readings, a couple podcast episodes came up. And so I'm going to link those as well. So yeah, I guess I will see you guys at your reading. Hey, group one. Okay, so if you were drawn to this white howlite, I didn't know where I put it for a second. This is your reading, okay? Wow. Okay, so first of all, the two people that this reading is about here have not been in contact, okay? Wow, my throat's too. My throat is so messed up. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to not have to clear my throat a million times. Yeah, these two people have not been in contact and communication for a while, so if that doesn't sound like your situation, I would say this is not your pile, so check another one. Funny how there's so much air energy here, because you guys are both showing up as birds, and then your connection as a whole is the moth, another air animal. So a lot of air energy here. There's a lot of overthinking that's gone on in this, a lot of, to be honest, obsessing. I think that both of you have a tendency to really obsess over this. You've become obsessed with each other. This has been a highly addictive connection, okay? So I don't know if you're still feeling that addiction to this person and if they're still feeling that to you, but definitely in the past, this was just a highly addictive connection. I'm definitely getting like trauma bond, like a lot of toxicity where you guys break up and get back together several times. I don't know if this vulture person over here is the one who said goodbye the last time, but we do have goodbye on one person's side here. And we also have conservative, so I feel like this person is more likely to have stepped away from tradition in one way or another. So if that sounds like you, maybe it is, or maybe it sounds like your person. The other person over here might be like tall and skinny, or just real small and skinny. We have skinny, but we also have fantasy. And so I think that this person maybe acted like they were something that they weren't. I feel like they just really truly felt inferior to the other person over here, to the vulture. And so I don't know how malicious this was for them to act like they were something they weren't. For some of you, very much, again, because I see that this relationship was very toxic. So for some of you, it was more of a malicious thing, more of like a cold, calculated kind of they're just more of that kind of person. For others of you, they really were just very insecure and they felt like they weren't on your level, and they didn't even understand how or why they had this opportunity to be with you in the first place. Or if that's you and you felt that way about your person, whichever one you feel like you relate to more, that's totally fine. Now, the connection as a whole, again, this was like really addictive for both of you. Both of you have been obsessed with the connection with each other. But this connection was meant to be really transformative. So I don't know, this could definitely be like a karmic situation. For some of you, if it wasn't like so far on the unhealthy side, maybe it's a twin. Maybe it's a twin flame thing. But I'm definitely picking up like a lot of karma. This could very easily be a karmic situation here that you've had to go through, and that's why you guys have felt so addicted to each other. It was supposed to feel that way, you know. We also have in the summer here, so something happened in the summer that will be different for all of you. It could be when you got together, when you broke up, which again, I'm feeling like you did that a lot. So maybe the last time you broke up, or maybe someone has a birthday in the summer or something. It could be this peacock person. The vulture person, the one who may have walked away this last time, I feel like they gave up a lot for this peacock in this connection. They sacrificed anything that the peacock wanted them to. It just got very unhealthy. It's like the peacock was being something that they weren't, you know, pretending to be someone that they really weren't on the inside in order to be with the vulture. And then the vulture is betraying themselves by sacrificing their own needs and wants and desires to appease the peacock. So there's both of these people are betraying themselves, and honestly betraying each other and doing this too, because I feel like there was resentment that built up through this. There was just like an honesty that was not spoken because there was so much just, I don't know, being fake, playing games with one another, kind of acting like everything was okay. Again, we have fantasy over here, you know, acting like everything was okay when there was just these deeper issues, these deeper things that never should have been overlooked. It's like there were probably a lot of red flags in the beginning of this connection that were just overlooked. You know, you both kind of had or at least one of you, especially if this is a situation where, again, this other person was like really malicious and just really toxic to begin with, but you may have been just drawn to that type of connection because of your own trauma that was unresolved. You may kind of have a tendency to end up in connections like that. So if that was the case, then, you know, it was. But again, it's going to kind of vary depending on why this got so unhealthy, and how unhealthy it was. But I do see that, yeah, you guys haven't talked for a while, and so I can see why you're wondering what's happening next in this connection. Is this person, you know, going to reach out? Will you guys ever speak again? Will there be reconciliation? Have they forgiven you? Like, I'm sure there are a lot of questions because you guys haven't spoken. There were some songs that came up too. So with the Peacock, Skinny Love, Bon Iver, which is a beautiful, beautiful song. You should definitely look that song up, look into that. There's also a cover of it by Birdie, which is also beautiful. With the Vulture, a song came up that's not even released. It's an old song that I wrote. It's not even new, so it's kind of weird that came up because I see this Vulture card a lot. But I see why it came up because it's fitting for this. So some of the lyrics in that, it's like, I'm a vulture for your love. Give me nothing but some crumbs. Cut me out. Give me none of what I want. And I'll be circling around. A vulture for your love. So, again, a lot of, what do they call that? Which that's kind of like a narcissistic thing. People say like that more narcissistic people do. I don't know why I can't think of the actual term. I don't think I'm fully awake yet today. But like basically giving crumbs. Just giving nothing but crumbs, you know? And so I think this vulture person definitely got used to just taking those crumbs and saying yes and doing anything to appease the peacock just so they didn't lose them. Which is so weird because if the peacock was being their truest self, which I feel like the vulture had a gut instinct that told them that this peacock wasn't being even their real self, they would have kind of known. They would have seen that, wow, we're not even good for each other. Like we shouldn't even be together, you know? It was just such a facade. This whole relationship was a facade, honestly. And then the song that you got through the Spotify poll was Leave Me Lonely. Ariana Grande and Macy, also another awesome song. And I definitely see that. I definitely could see that. So let's get in now to some tarot and see where this connection will be headed. Okay, group one. So, what is happening next in this connection? I feel like you guys are really wanting to know, mostly like, is this person going to reach out to you? Are they going to say something? I feel like there may be a lot of anxiety over this too. You may be really nervous about it. And I've got to say, it looks like a yes. It looks like this person that you're asking about is going to be opening up the door for communication. And I'm just getting that it's them. And we also have some signs. We've got Sagittarius, Libra, and Aquarius, okay, that I wanted to point out there. If you guys, if any of those zodiac signs mean anything to you, I'm getting that for some of you, this person's going to straight up just show up, like in person, like they're going to show up at your house or like where you work, somewhere where they know that they'll see you. Because with this being the Page of Pentacles, I'm thinking more of like physical, like in person, not just over the phone. That's just what I'm getting. And with Temperance in reverse underneath it, it's like giving me impulsivity, I'm just getting that they're going to do something impulsive to communicate with you physically. And it may not be that extreme for everyone. It may not be in person. This may just be speaking about how like you could already be in communication with this person in like higher realms, like maybe in the astral realm at night through your dreams. Maybe there is just like an intuitive kind of connection between the two of you, where you're talking all the time in the 5D but not in the 3D. And so if that's the case, then, this is just saying that something's about to happen in the physical world though. So either way, there will be communication, okay? There will be communication, but I don't know. Like, I just want to say this is kind of weird. I feel like for a very small percentage of you, this could be a twin flame. But again, if it is, then this connection was not extremely unhealthy. This person was not extremely toxic and treated you terribly, okay? So just know that. Because for the majority of you, I'm getting that this was like a very toxic relationship. You were not treated well. You were not respected by this person. And this was a karmic situation. And so for the vast majority of you, you're about to be set free from this. And when this person opens up communication, tries to reach out to you, this is your chance here to set yourself free from this karmic cycle, this karmic loop once and for all. And you've got spirit guides around you and ancestors that are just like already ready to celebrate this moment. Like it's like written, it's going to happen. Okay. I mean, you do have free will, but like they can just feel it that you're ready. They just feel it. They're done. They're finally done this time. They're not going to do that again. They're actually done with this karmic cycle and they've outgrown it and they're moving on and they're so excited for you. And so they're like already cheering you on. They're ready to celebrate this with you. It's just time. It's just what is right. It's, you have served you've paid your karmic debt is what I'm trying to say. I don't know what I'm saying right now. Yeah, your karmic debt has been paid, okay, with this person. You've been through a lot of shit already. You've been stuck in this for a while, okay? Maybe that's why we got in the summer over here too, because it is almost summertime. And so this person may be reaching out to you this summer. And again, you'll be set free. You'll be set free and you've been working really hard on this. And that's why. Because if you hadn't done any inner work in this time of no communication, you would just be still obsessed with making this connection work and getting back to this person and feeling that addiction. And I feel like you've been really working on that addiction that you've had to this person and to this this connection, which I want to say trauma bond, seriously, straight up. You've been doing a lot of work around that and it shows. That's why you're finally being released. It's like you're getting out of prison. Like I want to celebrate with you. Like, yay, you are finally free. I think that you've just grown so much. And so when this person reaches out to you, their words are just going to seem so silly, so fickle, so like you're just going to be like, wow, that's what you thought was going to work on me? Like you thought that you were going to swoop in and say a couple things and I was just going to, I don't know, hop back into a relationship with you? Like, what did you think was going to happen, And yeah, they did. They did, if we're being honest. So, but it's not going to work on you this time. Really, like it's going to seem silly. You're going to be like, wow, that's what you're trying? That's what you're trying to do? It's going to be like, in that moment, you're going to see how much you've grown. I think that but like when this happens, when this person reaches out to you, you're going to realize like how much you don't want them, how much you don't want to be in this toxic cycle anymore. How much you've learned and how much you're worth, how much that you're worth. You're just going to have this realization of like, wow, that really is the old me. And you're going to kind of probably have to mourn that and feel like, wow, like I can't believe that I ever put myself through that, because you're just not that same person anymore. You're just not the same person anymore. I mean, you really literally have up leveled so much that you're done with this karmic partner. You're done with them. I don't know what's happening for them because I don't know that they're done with this karmic cycle. I don't, but again, you're freeing yourself from this and you have so much spiritual guidance and support and love around you, just walking you through this. They're all around you. They're waiting for this moment. They've been wanting you to be free for a while now, but you had to come to that realization yourself too. And you have, and it's time. And you're going to be getting everything that you've wanted in a partner in life, okay, in love, like with the star here, you're going to be just fine, okay? You're going to be just fine. And all of the struggle, the turmoil that you have had to go through in this connection, it's all this off and on, this questioning yourself and your worth and this self-betrayal, this disrespect that you've put up with, and just this deep pain, the pain of feeling this sort of addiction to this type of person, and just allowing them to treat you the way that they did. All of this brokenheartedness, you're done with it, You're stepping out into the light now. It's a new chapter, whole new cycle, and it's a good cycle now. This is a good karmic cycle for you next, okay? And you're going to see that with this Ace of Swords back here too. Like you're going to know, again, when this person comes in, it's just going to hit you. It's just going to hit you like a freight train. You're going to be like, wow. Like the things that used to work on me, that they could say and do, to get me to come right back. It just doesn't work now. It's going to be like shocking to you. You're going to feel shocked. Like, is that really what they used to say? Is this what we used to do? That used to work on me? And I just want to like clap for you. Like, wow, that's how much you've grown. Like you are truly seeing things so clearly now. And that's where this is headed. So yes, this person's going to reach out to you. Okay. Let's see what they are going to say. Let's get you. What's this person about to come in and say to pile one? Okay. One. What's this one? I'm in love with them. Okay. What's this person going to say to pile one? I'm sure they are going to say that they're still in love with you. Okay. Come correct or not at all. I want the best for you. Yeah, well, for some of them, they're going to play it off like, especially because they really don't want to be rejected. And if you kind of reject them in any way at all, they're going to be like, whoa. Like, that's not what I even meant. I was just trying to, make amends. Like, I don't know why you took it that way. This person's ridiculous. What are they going to say to pile one? Oh, work with me over there. I'm sorry. Let's turn the fuck up. Yeah, they might want to try to just hang out with you. Will you go with me? Yeah, they might invite you. See, again, something physical. So that may be what it is too. They may reach out to you like via phone, social media or something, but it may be about an invitation to get together. Like, hey, would you want to meet up and talk in person, have lunch, go have a drink? Like, yeah, it may be something like that. That would make sense too. And see, they know that you've been growing with this come correct or not at all. they know that you've been growing in this time. So I think that they're curious about how much you've grown and what will and will not work on you. You know, they're going to be surprised too. They're not going to expect you to just like turn them away so easily. And I'm not saying that you're even going to be like mean about it or anything like that. You don't have to be. It's just not going to work. You don't want the same things that you used to want. You're not addicted to this person the way that you used to be, or this connection, this trauma bond. You're not addicted to that. You've worked through that. Okay, what is this person going to say to pile 1? Any last messages? What are they about to come in and say to pile 1? I remember. Okay. And you are absolutely perfect. So they are going to have some words, which we knew. Yeah, they're going to try to swindle you. They're going to try to use their words to get what they want, but you're going to see right through it. You're going to see right through it. And with this, I remember, I already know, and I'm sorry. They're going to be one of those people that like, as they give their apology, they're going to give their recollection that they know it ain't even true, their truth, their reality, whatever they're going to say. They're going to say, well, I remember it happening like this. And like the only reason that I did that and said that, or, you know, whatever it is that they did to hurt you, the only reason I did that and the only reason I hurt you is because you did this to me. Don't you remember what you did? Don't you remember what you did to me? Yeah, it's going to be some bullshit like that, which isn't even an apology, you know? But yeah, lucky for you, good for you, not lucky. It ain't luck. You've done this. You've paid the karmic debt. But fortunately for you, you're done with this. You're done with the bullshit. And I'm so happy for you. This is going to be like some dirt on the bottom of your shoe that you're like, ew, gross. I stepped in something nasty, and wipe your shoe off and you're done. Off on your way. And again, I feel like this last interaction, this last encounter is going to be so freeing for you, so liberating. It's like literally I just keep seeing you walking out of, like, why do I keep seeing someone getting released from prison? What the heck? That's what I keep seeing. Your spirit guides are there to pick you up. They're like, we're here, we've been waiting on you. Oh my God. And you're going to go to your favorite restaurant on the way home and get to eat your favorite meal for the first time in forever. Why am I going so far down this scenario? It's so weird. Maybe one of you guys have served some legit jail time. I don't know. But yeah, it's going to be so liberating for you that this is going to set you free once and for all. That's going to be it. You know, any of this lingering anxiety around, is this person going to reach out? Any lingering doubt of whether or not this person is your twin or your soulmate or your karmic, or, you know what I mean? You may think like, am I seeing things clearly? Like, do I really know who this person is to me? Again, for a very, very, very small percentage of you, this could have been a twin situation, but I'm just really picking up a lot of karma, okay? A lot of karmic partner stuff here. Yeah. But when this happens, this last encounter, it's just, you're going to be seeing things so differently. You're going to just be like, wow, that's like, they're still them. They're still them. They're still that same person, and I guess I'm just not. I guess I'm not that same person anymore because I don't want this anymore. It's not appealing to me. I am not excited by this person anymore. I'm not attracted to them anymore. Nothing about this situation is attractive to me, you know? You're not going to be into it at all. And when you walk away and you have that last interaction or encounter with this person, and it could be you saying nothing at all. It could be them reaching out to you and you just, blocking them or what, I don't know. Whatever it is, though, that action that you're going to take or whatever you're going to say to them, that moment is going to be, that's a huge moment. That's a huge moment, and you're going to be set free. So I love this for you. Okay. Well, pile 1, let me know if that resonated. Leave a thumbs up if you like this video so that I can do more like this. And I hope that I will see you again in the future. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, group 2, if you were drawn to the blue Amazonite heart, this is your reading. Okay, so you guys, I can't tell if you are like in a relationship with this person, dating this person, or just crushing on this person. I don't know. It could be any of those. Either way, the vibes are good. It's all positive here, okay? This is not like an ex or like a no contact thing. Like, this is more like either newer or just, newer maybe isn't the right word, because this is the other interesting thing that I'm picking up on here. I feel like you guys have like known each other for a while, or like you've had opportunities before in the past to like be together, but you haven't, because your song was Bad Habit, by Steve Lacy. And so I don't know, it kind of gave me that idea. And again, like I can't tell with just the oracles and clue, keyword cards yet, if you guys are like together or what yet. I feel like you want to be with them if you're not. I do get like a lot of, again, just sweet energy, positive energy. I think you guys just really like each other. Like you have good feelings about the other person. I mean, we have a little blue heart here, right? I just think that how you feel hasn't really been spoken yet, and how this person feels hasn't really been spoken yet. Maybe a little bit, but it's like you want more. You want to know more. Like you want to know how deep their feelings run. Where is this headed? Like where are we going? How do you really feel about me? How do you really feel about having a relationship with me? Is this gonna last? Like it's things like that. I get a lot of just sweet, like friendly friendship vibes too, just like a sweet soulmate energy. I think you guys have a lot of fun together. You definitely have an intellectual connection, so you love talking to this person, hearing them talk. They love hearing you talk and talking to you because you're both just very smart. I think you have like interesting conversations that are, equally stimulating for the both of you. You guys have had some situations in the past, both people here, where you have had unhealthy behavior in a relationship, and so did your partner. And so you guys have grown. You guys are both more of like people that are taking the path of healing and self-growth and personal development, both of you. And so when you're interacting with each other now, again, whether you're dating or you're in a relationship, whatever stage you're at, you're really trying to be smart about the way that you act in this connection. You don't want to scare the other person off by pulling out any toxic behaviors that you haven't really worked through yet. You're kind of trying to hide that. So again, it's like it hasn't gone super deep yet, This person probably hasn't seen your worst sides yet, your ugliest, worst, sides. And likewise, you haven't seen theirs either. This is giving me like you're still kind of in the job interview stage. You're like, you want to make a good impression on this person because you do care. Like you want to make a good impression on each other because you both really care about what the other one has to say. The firefly person especially, they're like, how do you feel about me? Like they really want to know. So this could be you since you're at this reading, but you don't have to be. The firefly person may be into meditating, or they need to meditate because their brain runs 90 to nothing. Both of these people definitely deal with some anxiety though, okay? Even if it's just around each other, I'm picking that up for sure. So you guys may just make each other nervous, kind of the butterflies in the stomach thing. But I'm also getting, because you are both really smart people, I think that you just have minds that are more prone to anxiety anyway. They just may manifest in different ways. Like the firefly may be anxious kind of like all the time, and the otter may just like only be anxious in certain situations, whether it be like social anxiety or when they're trying to sleep at night. Again, just really, especially like with this person or with anybody that they're trying to date. I think the firefly person is also into manifesting money. With meditate and wealthy here popping out together. I think that they like to manifest. They might be a master manifester. They might be really good at manifesting. We do have a lot of yellow around this firefly. So I'm getting like, more confidence in that sort of area and their own abilities to manifest and stuff, like they're more free in that way. They have just like a lot of belief. Like this is just a very optimistic, sweet person. I love this. I love them. They just have this hopefulness about them and this belief in like a beautiful future because they feel like, well, I can create my future, like I can create my reality. Like they're very empowered in that way. I love that. The otter person isn't as empowered in that way, but they are in their own ways. I think that they're successful in the real world in their own ways. I just don't know if they're as like spiritual or even into like manifesting and stuff as the firefly is. The otter though, they're like an excellent communicator. I think that they're always very like cool, calm, and collected. The firefly also really likes like the otter's jokes because again, they're both really smart. So I mean, I'm sure they both are like witty and they have good banter. between the two of them. The otter does deal with some other things, though, again, like anxiety. They may struggle with depression. For some of them, maybe addiction. And we have trauma bond that popped out here, too. And so they could have some trauma bonds from their past, too, whether that's romantic partners, parental figures, any type of like caregiver from their past. I don't know how deep it runs. And I don't know how much work they've done around that specifically, or like how conscious they are of that. We also have the fall that popped out here, and so I feel like something is either going to happen in the fall or it already did. Maybe you guys started seeing each other in the fall. I also just get that you guys are falling for each other. You know, that's the first thing that I thought when I saw it, was less about timing and seasons and more about you guys falling in love. You know, like I feel like you both really care about each other. For a lot of you, probably do love each other. It's just not that deep yet, because there are things that you haven't shown to them and things that they haven't shown to you. If one of you is a female here, you got a juicy booty or something, because we got harass, and instantly, instead of actually reading it like harass, like harassing harassment, I read it like her ass, like her ass. And that's so weird. I don't know why, because I knew it wasn't anything negative. I knew it. Like, there's nothing else negative here. It's like nobody's harassing anybody here, but her ass, like somebody likes somebody else's ass here specifically. Okay, so somebody's got a nice booty, juicy Doja Cat. Yeah, most definitely. That's the vibe here. And for some of them, because of, again, I got that past relationship shit. I mean, we got trauma bonds. We got like how you guys are trying to be healthy in your dealings with each other now. So there may be like an ex or something that's like lingering around the outside, but I really don't feel like it's a huge issue. I just don't. But with the harass, I had to say that. And then the other thing I got with that is just, again, one of you, I'm getting the firefly probably, is really wanting to know, how do you feel about me? How do you feel about me? Where are things going? Like, they're more anxious out loud. Like, they're more like outwardly anxious about things like this, you know? Whereas I think the otter's thinking about these things too. They're just more cool, calm, and collected about it on the outside. And so the firefly's like, I can't read you. I don't know how you're feeling and what's going on. You know, they just want this validation, this security of knowing. And so, like, let's find out. But yeah, definitely also I wanted to point out too, we got 2 cards that came out for the center instead of 1. And they're 2 fish cards. We got a fish and a shark. Again, like, I'm just getting soulmate energy. You guys are like made to be with each other in this lifetime. You just click, you just gel, you vibe. Your soul family. This is not your first lifetime together. I think that in this lifetime, you guys are teaching each other how to have more confidence in yourselves and more courage just in general, whether it's chasing after a dream, just being your most authentic self, speaking up about how you feel. You guys are empowering one another, and you're both doing it for each other in different ways maybe, but you're both doing exactly that. Empowering one another, building each other up. This is definitely giving me like the potential to be a power couple here. Because I mean, it's like you're teaching each other how to go from being just the little fish here, which we love that little fish, but how to go from the fish to, I can't pick this up, to the shark, you know? Just how to like level up, how to take care of yourself, set boundaries, you know, like not take any shit from other people, no disrespect from other people. Because I think that, again, both of you have a past here where you both were treated not right by other people, okay? And now you guys would never treat each other badly. That's the last thing you want to do. You're literally trying to shelter each other from your own like toxic behaviors or any like tendency that you have to do anything that could just even slightly upset this person or this connection. It's like you're just so protective over it. But you guys are going to have to open up and be more vulnerable with these darker sides of yourselves if you want the connection to go deeper, you know? Okay, so I think I'm done now. I forgot to mention the shark thing, and I wanted to point that out before we moved on, but I think we're ready to move on into the tarot and see where this connection's headed. Okay, pile 2. So before I forget, I want to point out some zodiac signs here. We're looking at where this connection is headed. We do have Gemini here a couple times, okay? We've got Scorpio, we've got Cancer. So if that's like a confirmation for anyone, those are the signs I wanted to point out. But this connection, this is kind of what I was, kind of assuming would come out, because we got the Three of Swords here, and at first I was like, oh, why is that? I don't want to see that when I'm looking at where this is headed. But it explained itself as we went on, because that was the first card that came out. So you guys are going to be opening up and being more vulnerable with, again, those darker sides, those shadow aspects of yourselves. And as you do that, you're going to see that this person accepts that. This person is going to accept your shadow self, and you're going to be accepting their shadow self. And that's so beautiful. It's so sweet. And by doing this, this is such a healing connection. You guys are going to be teaching each other how to love yourselves on just a deeper, more unconditional level than you ever have before. I truly feel like that's why you are in each other's life. That's why you have finally connected now when you have. Now I don't know, like, as far as like longevity, long term, where this is headed, but there is no doubt about this, that this is a soulmate that is meant to be in your life right now. Okay, we do have Two of Cups over here. So again, this is all, we've got the Chariot, forward movement, forward movement. You guys are helping each other cut things off, cut things out that are not good for you. And it may be different for both of you. It could be an ex for someone, an addiction for someone, some toxic friends or family members for someone, a career path that is not fulfilling for someone. It could be anything, just like some karmic stuff that you guys have been caught in. You're helping each other to be freed from that. And you, again, there's so much empowerment here, so much self-empowerment and self-love, self-worth. And you guys opening up and sharing these sides with yourselves, like any behavior that you have that you still struggle with that is kind of like toxic, maybe, or unhealthy. This person's going to see you and they're going to love you through that. That doesn't mean they're going to accept unhealthy behavior or accept, mistreatment or disrespect, but they're going to have grace for you and patience, and they're never going to stop loving you through it. This is just so much unconditional love, just a sweet love, just, like, I accept you for who you are. You deserve love no matter what. This is very much like, I want what is best for you. And if I'm what's best for you, then so be it. But no matter what, I want what's best for you. You guys both feel that way about each other. Now, whatever the more masculine energy is here, I feel like they are going to be coming forward with some sort of something. And again, I don't know where you're at in your stage of relationship here. So if you're just you've been flirting, crushing on this person, they're going to reach out. They're going to want to go on a date. They're going to kind of make that offer. If you've been dating, so I don't know, because it's like, I don't see a card that literally says like commitment, but I mean, I've got cards of communication here, and we have the Lovers, and we have, Two of Wands. Like, we have some cards here that make me think, obviously, unity. I just didn't get anything that was like, made me specifically think commitment, but I do think that that's also kind of because you guys are all over like, whoever's tuning into this reading, some of you are just, talking. Some of you have already been dating. Some of you have already been in a relationship, So back to where we were here. So if you've already been dating, it very well could be a higher level of commitment. With this being Wands too, like, I'm getting like maybe internet, maybe they're going to post that first picture with you guys together and like let everybody know, like, hey, I'm with this person, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys may have been, you gays, okay, maybe that's cool, we love that too. No, maybe you guys have been hanging out doing your thing, but like, it's not been made like public, and this is going to be something that they're going to make more public. It could be that, which again, kind of like a higher level of commitment, right? They say that that's like when your Instagram official is when you post a picture together, and then Facebook official, I guess, when you say in a relationship with this person. So it could be something like that. If you're already in a relationship, this could be like, hey, do you want to move in together? Or let's talk about our future more. Let's, talk about our future plans, like our 5-year plan, or you know what I mean? They're going to want you to know, I'm here. I'm here with you right now. I don't want to go anywhere. They're definitely not planning on going anywhere unless it's with you, okay? They're just thinking a lot about it because it came out here with the King of Swords in reverse. Like, they're overthinking it, and that's what's taken them so long to be able to make a move in the first place, which is why you're kind of like, what the hell's going on here? Where's this going? They don't know. They don't want to mess anything up. They're so overprotective of you in this connection, and you are too in your own way. You just start to think, I really wanting that, or really wanting that security. Or if you're the otter person, then you're just overthinking. You're like, I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to scare them away. I don't want to like rush things too fast and then ruin it somehow. Just a lot of overthinking. But they are going to be coming forward with something, okay? They've just been coming real slowly. I don't know when it's going to be. We've got Knight of Pentacles in reverse here, Magician in reverse. Like, there's a little insecurity around this, a little bit of fear. They're going to have to really step into their power and step into more of Pentacles, we love that though. Knight of Pentacles, we appreciate that stable, steady energy. But this person, I think, needs a little bit more. They need some fire right now. They need some confidence. And so it may end up being more of an impulsive thing that they just do because they're kind of like dancing around it for so long, But we do have the Lovers over here in Two of Wands. So you guys are together in the future. That's where this is headed. You guys together in a union. And I think that it's going to just kind of be, I don't know. I don't know how to say this. So if this has seemed kind of slow to you, I don't think that's going to change, okay? So just know that about this person and know that about this connection is it's going to really test your patience maybe with the Four of Swords in reverse over here. But it's under the Lovers. It's like you guys are going to be together, but say you've just been waiting for this person to ask you on a date. Well, they're about to ask you on a date. And then you're going to be dating, and then you're going to be waiting for them to make it official. And they're going to make it official, but you're going to be waiting. You know what I mean? They're going to continue on this kind of slower energy. But I do feel, again, it is stable. It's secure. It's solid. It's trustworthy. And it's coming from a really good place. It's coming from a place of protectiveness and care. They really care about how this connection plays out, your emotions. They really never would want to hurt you. They want to do everything in their power to protect you from ever being hurt by them. They're just kind of taking their time. I don't know how else to put it. They're just taking their time. But I feel like that's going to kind of be a pattern in this connection. That's going to kind of be how it is with this person. So what's this person going to say? What would they say? What do they want to say to group 2? Wow, that was a lot. Oh my, why did manipulate come out? What's this? What do they want to say to group 2? Oh, let's go outside. It's kind of in the reverse. I feel like they're like, let's not go outside. Let's snuggle and stay in bed all day. You drive me crazy. Okay. With manipulate, I think this person has a little bit of a fear of being manipulated, okay? I don't think that it's talking about them being manipulative. I think that they've been manipulated before, especially I'm getting this is coming from more of a masculine energy here too. They've had feminine energy manipulate them in the past, and they don't think that you're going to do that. It's just one of those things where sometimes it takes us a while to work through things like that. It's like we know our brain is telling us a lie, but it doesn't mean that it's just going to stop. Again, it's just that anxiety. Okay, what do they want to say? I think they noticed every single thing about you. What do they want to say to group 2? Oh, that was too many. What are these 2? I'm trying to stop. Okay, see, and some of you, I did pick up that there was an addiction or something. I was the last one. I think this person was really hurt before in the past. I feel like I was the last one to know. It's like the joke was on them. Somebody played this person. Somebody played them but like it was serious. It was like someone that they loved, you know, that they were in love with. Like they played this person's heart. Gosh, I hate that. Yeah, I'm trying to stop. Okay, so maybe that's one of the reasons that they're moving really slowly. They feel like they're just not ready yet. They're just not on your level. This one does always make me think that too. This Two of Wands, because they're not on the same level. See, they're not seeing eye to eye yet because they can't. One is sitting down lower than the other one. And it always makes me think like one person's a little behind or something in growth. Like there's some growing or just something that they need to do first. Okay. What do they want to say, group 2? What's that? What do they want to say, group 2? It wasn't enough. Okay, I feel like they weren't enough for this past person. Show me something. You're so funny. This person's like wildly attracted to you though. Like your humor and just your conversations. Show me something. I instantly got like they're wanting you to show them something that you're not showing other people. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of attraction here. They're trying to take you to the bedroom. Okay, it wasn't like I thought it'd be. What wasn't like they thought it'd be? I don't think they were expecting to fall for you this quickly. I'm coming to see you, so you're going to be seeing them real soon. Take it or leave it. What's that? Whoop. Come closer. Oh, come closer, and it's kind of in reverse. Take it or leave it with come closer in reverse. It's like they aren't sure if you're going to want them. See, again, there's so much fear around opening up and being truly vulnerable. They're kind of like, I don't know, they're going to still love me when they see these sides of me, or they know my secrets, or they, you know, they see my toxic behavioral patterns, like that I'm still trying to heal. Like, what if they don't want anything to do with that and they just leave me in the dust, you know? They're definitely worried about that. They're definitely a little bit scared of showing you their darker kind of shadow aspects. Okay. They make me happy. You do make them very happy. I want you all the time. Aw. Would you be interested? Yeah, see, I think they're a little afraid of rejection too. They're like, how much does this person want with me? They're wondering the same thing. They want to know where things are going too. They don't know if they should step up and say anything. Definitely getting that you guys are asking about a masculine, the majority. I just keep getting that you guys are this feminine, more firefly energy. Okay, I'm trying to make you jealous. I'm growing. I definitely think they are. And I don't know, maybe. There's just a little bit of doubt still, self-doubt. You know what I mean? They're doubting themselves. Like they don't know if you're going to want them, if they're enough for you, if they're going to be able to do it, to grow enough to get where they need to be in order to have a solid, healthy relationship with you. And they can. They're doubting themselves. But again, you guys are both in each other's lives to hush this self-doubt, to shut it up once and for all. You guys are teaching each other how to love yourselves unconditionally. When I'm trying to make you jealous, I don't know how in the world. I think that they are jealous over you. And I don't even know if it's that they think that you're trying to either. There is a little fear there of being manipulated. So they may wonder, is this person trying to make me jealous? But it's not like so deep that they're just like, they don't trust you. It's not that. It's kind of just like an anxious thought, you know? But they do get a little bit jealous over you, and I think that's uncomfortable for them. I don't think they really like that. And that may be that may be something that they don't want you to see. They may deal with jealousy and they're like, I can't let this person see that. I can't let group 2 see that in me, because then they'll think I'm crazy and they won't want to be with me. You know, a lot of anxiety around that. Okay, so group 2, thank you so much for watching this video. I guess I'll leave the reading here. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up so that I'll know and I can do another reading like this one. But I hope that I'll see you again in the future. Group 3, if you were drawn to the amethyst, this is your reading, and we're looking at where the connection on your mind is headed. So first things first, this is a very spiritual connection, okay? Highly spiritual. We literally have divine connection. We've got amethyst. We've got twin flame that popped out. Angel. We've got a lot of things going on here. We've got the golden egg, the number 8, which also makes me think of infinity. Yeah, wow. And karma. So there's a lot going on already, just with this information right here. It's making me think too, we do have non-committal, okay? And it's making me think of this podcast episode that I listened to. Gosh, and of course I can't think of her name now. I will link it, okay? I will link her podcast. I'll try to find that exact episode. She talks about twin flame connections. That's what this podcast is about, okay? It's about the twin flame connection. And in one of the episodes in particular, she talks about this need for like commitment, this need for a monogamous, committed, like one partner relationship. And kind of how like our need for that from our twin kind of like pushes them and like chases them away. You know what I mean? And kind of creates more of that runner chaser dynamic. And she talks about kind of like letting go of that and remembering that if it is our twin flame that we're wanting to tie down and get commitment from, and have this, monogamous relationship with, if we're wanting that so badly, again, it's like we'll put so much pressure on it and so much like obsession over it that it's like it chases them away. When in reality, we have to remember that they're our twin. They are already our other half of our soul. We cannot be separated. And in this lifetime, this physical world, this 3-dimensional world right here, and time that we're in, it's like the separation that we see and we experience here, it's kind of like an illusion, because in the 5D, we're never disconnected. They're literally the other half of our soul. We're the same soul. We're the same being. So the separation is an illusion, and needing to have this committed, monogamous, whatever type of relationship in the physical realm, it's all an illusion. Like, that's not going to make us feel any closer to our twin, because it's already our twin. I'm doing a really bad job of explaining that, but that is what came to my mind as soon as I got this spread out of the oracles and the keyword cards. So if you are interested in that and you think that this may sound like your situation, you might want to listen to that episode. Like I said, I will find it and link it. It's something Hari. Her name is Elle. I think it's Elle Hari. Anyway, really interesting stuff. I mean, her point of view and the things that she talks about, it's definitely interesting. She's obviously studied the subject a lot too. So, but I'm kind of getting that here. I'm getting that because this is such a deeply spiritual connection, it's almost one of those things where the more that you learn to let go of this person and the less that you need from them, and you need this commitment, you need this label, and you need this security, the less that you need all of that, the easier and more natural this will actually flourish. It's really weird. And again, I feel like I'm not doing a good job of explaining it. But it's one of those things, it's like, yeah, you may not be able to tie this person down, but yet you have this urge to tie this person down, or they may have that for you. It's like you just really feel like you need to have this super committed, stable, solid thing. But in reality, you don't really need that with this person. You don't really need that at all. And the more that you back away and back off of that, the closer you'll feel to them. Because again, you won't be chasing it. You won't be chasing them away. And so it's really weird. It's really weird kind of dynamic. It's hard for us to wrap our brain around because we are in a physical realm, in a 3D kind of world where, yeah, we do feel this separation, all these things that we feel, it is real. It's just an illusion in the aspect of like it's a kind of an illusion to our souls. You know what I mean? Because on a soul level, you're not detached or disconnected from this person at all. It's just in this realm sometimes. So definitely picking up heavy twin flame stuff, okay, with this pile. Absolutely. But let's get more into the rest of it, because I'm kind of going down a rabbit hole here, and I feel like she just does a better job of explaining it if you're interested in hearing more about that. So with the starfish over here, with this person's very beautiful, very handsome, whatever, just really, really attractive. To a lot of people. Like, a lot of people would find this person attractive, okay? We have pageant here too. This person may have done that sort of stuff growing up. I just feel like they've they know that they're attractive at this point. You know what I mean? And I don't know, for some of the people, they may be a little into themselves, but I'm really not getting that at all. I'm just getting that they're aware of it because they've lived their whole life having people tell them they're attractive, and maybe, yeah, been put in pageants and stuff at a younger age or something, or they've just kind of figured that out, that like, oh, society must think that like I look attractive for some reason, and when I look like this, I look even more attractive. You know what I mean? They've kind of learned that. They've maybe been actually taught that by like a parent or some other sort of role model as they're growing up, but they've kind of learned like how to work people in that way. Again, for some of you, maybe they like are real into themselves, or they like use that to manipulate people and get what they want, but I don't think that would be for most of you here. I think this person just, again, they're just aware of it. They just understand that that's kind of how this world works, and they know that they are like blessed in that way. They do have kind of an upper hand in that way, and if they wanted to use their looks to charm people, they could. But they have so much more than their looks to offer. We've got happy here too. I think this person just literally makes other people happy. I think that they try to always look at the glass halfway full rather than halfway empty. They're one of those types of people. Socioeconomic status came out here too. So they may have some sort of specific financial story that they grew up with that's really impacted them and their life and who they are. But I'm also getting that, again, they're very optimistic even in that aspect. So even if they don't have very much in terms of like material or finances, they feel very blessed. They feel very happy, very grateful. They just have this sort of energy at all times. They're very protected with Angel. I mean, honestly, this connection is very protected, okay? This whole connection is very, very divinely protected, divinely guided. But yeah, this person specifically has some sort of ancestors or something. When I'm thinking Angel, it's like a family member, maybe more than one family member. But they have some family ties these people are around them for sure. Okay, so this other person over here, the gazelle. This person, I feel like they changed life paths almost a lot during this lifetime. It's like, because we have dreams and it's like they've collected a bunch of dreams. They think that they're going this route in life, and then whoop, switcheroo, and now they're going this way. Like, I think that they've kind of done a lot of different things in this lifetime already, and I don't know how old you or this person that you're asking about is, but it doesn't really matter. Even if they're pretty young, like, they've already had some pretty extreme like life experiences. They may have traveled a lot, met a lot of people, worked a lot of just different types of jobs. They may be very well rounded in like their abilities, their skill set, their talents, and even their interests, and so maybe that's kind of why they've switched around so much. With fundamental attribution error popping up here, I feel like this person's had a little bit of a hard time with others kind of passing the blame onto them, making up rumors about them, being very judgmental towards this person, when in all reality, it was this person's situation, the circumstances. It was a circumstantial thing. This person would get caught up with like the wrong crowd, be at the wrong place at the wrong time, and then they kind of got like a bad name for it. So they may have like not the best reputation, at least with some people, especially if it's like a small town or something. Yeah, they just may not have the best reputation. They may have a reputation for like getting around a lot too, whether they did or didn't, whatever. I just feel like for whatever reason, people have really judged this person like very harshly. And the starfish doesn't seem to do that. You know what I mean? Like, the gazelle feels that like, wow, this person, even though they're so attractive and they could have anyone they want, and they're just like, they just have this beautiful energy, and they like me, even with all the bad things that have been said about me, or, it's like the starfish doesn't seem to fall for any of that. They see the gazelle for kind of like for who they really are, and it's interesting too, because we've got a starfish and a gazelle. It's like, how would they meet? When would they ever meet? Like, they're completely different types of animals here. And I think that they see a lot of those differences on the outside, but then as they get to know each other on a deeper level, they're actually very similar. There's a lot of solar plexus energy here, so a lot of solar plexus activation going on here. There's definitely a lot of sexual attraction between these two, and it's not this like it's not just physical sexual attraction, it's a spiritual thing. So if you have had any type of sexual encounter with this person, it was like spiritual. You know what I'm talking about? Like some spiritual sex, like some divine love making going on here, because again, it's not just a surface thing. It's like when you touch, it's like your aura loves their aura, it's like you want to be wrapped up in each other. And it's just very natural, just feels so easy, so effortless. It's just a beautiful connection between the two of you. And that's unspoken. You don't have to say it. You don't have to force anything. It's like the less you do force it, the better it is. Okay. Like if you've had sex with this person, like if you get into your head and you're overthinking it, or there may be some bumps and you're just getting really nervous and overthinking things. But as soon as you let go of that and you let your guard down and you don't think at all and you just move and you just like flow, this is one of those, this is like, it really does flow. I'm just seeing like water just flowing. Like that's you two together, moving together. It's like just a wave. And once it gets started and you just get into that flow state with this person, it's just kind of crazy. It's like, it's probably very intense. Very intense. And one of you, I don't think's ever felt anything like it. I don't know if it's you or this other person. One of you, I think, has had more spiritual encounters like that than the other. So it's like, it's kind of a lot for them. They don't even know what to think about it. They're kind of like, what's happening? But again, this is just a divine connection between you two, and you are meant to come together. You were meant to be together. With the golden egg here, there's something that you guys are teaching each other, and there's something that's unspoken right now, but it's like you'll be teaching it to each other. You're learning something together. And again, I'm getting twin flame vibes, like that you have a mission. That's this golden egg. You guys have a mission to fulfill together in this lifetime. You have a purpose together. Okay, I think that's all I have right now in this part. Yeah, I've been talking for a long time. So let's move on now into part 2 and get some tarot and see where this connection is headed. Okay, so group 3, this is a very straightforward message here, okay? So I was picking up on a lot of that solar plexus energy. That's going to be one of the ways here, okay, that you're going to be able to let go a little bit and let this connection breathe. And what that's going to do is bring it in. It's going to bring it forward. It's going to bring this person closer to you. But right now, you have to focus on really embracing that solar plexus energy, focusing on creative projects, your passions, things that you are just in love with doing. It could be anything, like just literally this tarot channel, that I love doing this. It could be any sort of hobby that you have, a subject that you're interested in, that you want to study. I'm getting just like fun with other people as well. I'm not saying cut this person out of your life either. I just mean not getting too obsessive over it, remembering who you are as an individual, and spending time with your other relationships as well, your family members, your friend groups, really, really focusing on that, because as you do that, again, it's going to take some pressure off of this. And with this type of connection, pressure is not good for this. Pressure is not going to do anything except stall, postpone, put blockages in the way. So if you can let go and step back from that you can release some of these blockages, because there is a lot of heaviness here right now with when is it going to happen? I want to be with this person. When are they going to either contact me for some of you, make the offer for some of you, take this connection to a higher level for some of you? You know what I mean? It'll be different depending on where you are with this person. Either way, the common denominator here is that pressure and that overbearing sense of when is it going to happen, and why hasn't it happened yet, and is this a bad sign? What does that mean? What's going on here is, again, it's a push-pull thing. And so the more that you worry about this and obsess over it, you're pushing them, okay? And as soon as you step away and you're focusing on yourself and your own happiness, fulfillment, sense of individuality and autonomy, you're pulling them. You know, you start to do that, and then you have the pull effect. You pull them towards you, and it's not an intentional thing. You can't pull them towards you intentionally. If this is your twin, this isn't like, it's like, oh my God, Elle Hardy keeps popping up in this pile. There's another she does about like why you can't manifest your twin flame, you know, and manifest that person as you would manifest other things. She talks about that too. It's so good. Yeah, because it has to come from deep within where you truly do love yourself and love them unconditionally. And there is no need. There's no need for control. There's no need for anything at all because you trust and you stand so solid in that. You know, it's like those are two different energies. You can't be in you know what I mean? You're not going to be in both because you can't truly trust and love unconditionally and just believe in your connection with your twin and let go and attract and receive. You can't do that. And also chase after this person and like try to manifest them intentionally and want to know when is it going to happen and how is it going to happen and how can I speed this up. They're just two opposite energies, okay? And again, if you're doing that and you're wanting to know when and how and what can I do to bring this in sooner, that's chasing them away. It's pushing this connection away, okay? I feel like for some reason, I'm just not explaining this very well. But both of you want this. It's interesting. Both of you want this. Both people are feeling this sense of just overwhelm and burden over how intense the connection is and how badly you want one another. I mean, the person that you're asking about wants to swoop in so fast, and they will. I mean, we've got Knight of Swords and Knight of Cups here. We've got awesome cards here to tell me that they want to come forward. You guys are going to be together. So don't get me wrong, you will be together. I'm just telling you like how that's going to happen. The only way to speed that up is kind of having that opposite effect, you know? It's not what you would think. It's not you manifesting this person. It's you literally being so happy and standing in your own gratitude for your life the way that it is and just truly loving every aspect of yourself and just appreciating your life and just feeling happy and fulfilled. There you go, boom, you know, right then is when it's going to happen. Because this person too, like there's a sense here, and it may be on both sides, but there's a sense here where someone doesn't feel good enough yet. They don't feel enough. They don't feel, I want to say man enough too, because I'm picking up that it's the masculine energy. They really truly don't feel like man enough yet for this connection. It's so intimidating to them, and I don't feel like they're usually intimidated. It's really interesting. Some of the signs here, or well, I guess it's just the one. We do have Aries that popped up, okay? So that may resonate with somebody, that zodiac sign. But this person is not standing in their power right now. There's a fear, there's insecurity, intimidation, and they don't know how to handle that. They don't know what to do, how to deal with that, because they usually are very much in control, and they are feeling just as much as you are feeling like, oh my God, I'm losing my mind because I want this person so bad, and like I have no control over the timeline. They're feeling that too. And that lack of control, that sense of, oh my God, I can't control this person. I can't control whether or not they stay or leave. What if they leave me? I have no control over that. They can break my heart and there's nothing I can do about it. They're feeling that too. So you're feeling that sense of, oh my God, I need control in different ways, okay? Just know that you are not the only one feeling that, okay? But the way that you, the viewer, are going to bring this person in, again, is by focusing on your creative passions, anything in your life that just truly brings you joy and makes you happy and makes you feel fulfilled. And this person's going to be being pulled towards you in the meantime and coming out of their shell. They're going to have to. They're just going to have to. And so the more that you work on yourself too, the more that you love yourself, you're going to be doing that for your twin as well, with this being a twin flame connection, you know. As you, like, say, open up your heart chakra, their heart chakra is going to be opening up as well. You have that effect on them, whether you're in contact or not, whether you've met before or not. Like, if this is a twin flame connection, you are connected to this person. Again, like any any sort of separation, it's an illusion. It's only in this physical realm that we are experiencing that separation, okay? They are literally in you. They're with you all the time. So just remember that and focus on that. But yeah, you guys are going to be together with the Six of Cups over here right under the Knight of Cups at our back of the deck, as our back of the deck energy here. Yeah, that's where it's headed, okay? It's headed into a direction of full expression of emotions, of unconditional love. I mean, unconditional love. Six of Cups, come on. Like, very beautiful energy here, okay? Very beautiful energy. And again, you guys have some sort of mission together. You have something to say to the world, and you're meant to do it, and you absolutely will. It's both of you guys overcoming your own sense of fear and need for control in a different way. You're both going to be overcoming that, and that's what will bring you to together. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave that here. That one was, yeah, pretty straightforward, although I kind of like talked around in circles, I feel like. So I'm sorry if I made that kind of confusing, but I am going to put El Hari's podcast, and I'll try to find those specific episodes. I'm going to put it with your timestamp, so definitely check that out. If this resonated with you, okay? It's got me kind of wanting to listen to those again, because like she's got some really interesting content. Okay, well, thank you so much for being here, Pile 3. Thank you so much for being here, Pile 3. I hope that resonated with you, and if it did, give me a thumbs up so that I'll know and I can make more videos like this. I hope that I will see you again in the future.